All right, I told you yesterday that Biden was politicking the Buffalo disaster. The racist 18-year-old kid took the lives of 10 African Americans in Buffalo, and Biden went there to provide solace to their families, which was a good thing. But then he wouldn't get on a plane and go to Milwaukee, where 21 American citizens were shot on Friday the 13th, last Friday. Okay? Why? Why wouldn't Biden go to Buffalo and then go on to Milwaukee, so an hour flight, that's all, and then give solace to the families there of the 21 who were shot? The reason is the people who shot the 21 Milwaukeeans are black. It's a black-on-black crime. Now, they wouldn't tell us, the Milwaukee authorities and the Wisconsin authorities would not tell us who the perpetrators were. They arrested 6. 3 are charged with possession of a weapon. 3 are charged with firing a weapon. But my staff got it. They got it. You'll hear this nowhere else because nobody else is even looking. They don't care whether Biden went to Milwaukee or not. They don't care about black-on-black crime. And I'll submit to you that out of the 21 shot, most were African Americans. We don't know who the victims are yet. And local news in Milwaukee, forget it. Forget it. Not interested. Okay? But we do know who the perps are. First perp, Otis Green, 28-year-old, African American with a record. All right? Possession of a weapon. Jeremiah Fralin, 20 years old, African American, has a record, possession of a weapon. Marlaik Brown Jewell, possession of a weapon, 22, African American. All right? Brown Jewell was charged with sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl in a separate case. Marquis Jackson fired a weapon, age 24, African American. All right? And Marquis has got all kinds of problems with the law. Christopher Murray fired a weapon, 23-year-old, African American, all kinds of interactions with the police. Lamont Siller fired a weapon, 21 years old, African American, on and on and on and on. I'm sure they were all in the gangs. I'm sure that they were. Okay, so this is a scandal, and people just don't understand how big a scandal. So the President of the United States rightly goes to Buffalo, where the white racist shoots the blacks, kills them. Then the black gang members in Milwaukee shoot 21, and miraculously nobody died, but they're still shot. Their whole lives are altered, and Biden won't go to Milwaukee. That's a scandal. But the bigger scandal is the press won't cover it. We are an independent news agency here, but we're a small news agency. This isn't ABC News. We don't have those resources. Yet we do a much better job covering the news here than they do because they don't care about that. It doesn't fit the narrative. Black-on-black crime doesn't fit the liberal narrative of white supremacy. And you got to know it. I know I'm talking to the choir. I know you already know. I know that you already know. There's no doubt in my mind. But I'm so outraged as an American citizen, not just a journalist. I mean, I've come to accept the fact that American journalism is gone. It's vanished. Very few people practicing it now. It's a shame. I'm lucky enough as I was in the golden age of it. Okay, I got to be a network correspondent. I traveled all over the world. I covered legitimate stories. I was able to do that. And I interviewed 5 presidents. I mean, so I was lucky. Now, it's awful. I thought you would like to know that. I don't think anything else is going to come of this, but Joe Biden is an absolute hypocrite. He used the deaths of those 10 African Americans in Buffalo, once again killed by a white racist. There's no doubt about that. Okay? He used that terrible occurrence for politics, for political reasons. That's terrible. Governor Hochul, using the Buffalo situation, I don't call it a tragedy, the Buffalo crime. There's Hochul. She's up for re-election. She's in trouble because New York State is in a state of disarray. So Hochul's in trouble. So Hochul hops on the white supremacist bandwagon, issues 2 executive orders. First one, the state police will establish a dedicated unit within the New York State Intelligence Center to track domestic extremism. That's white supremacy. She's not going to track Antifa, okay? And increase social media monitoring at the Intelligence Center. So they're going to spy on social media. I don't have a problem with spying on social media, by the way. If somebody's on social media saying, I'm going to kill black people, they ought to get a visit. Okay, the second executive order requires state police to seize weapons under the state's red flag law for people determined to be a threat to themselves or others. Well, that sounds good, but you can't seize anybody's weapon unless they're charged or they are committed to an asylum. So you can't go in and say, I didn't like your post, so give me all your guns. That's unconstitutional. Even in New York. Hochul.